Ade, a Nigerian student, traveled to South Africa to further his education, enrolling in a prestigious university for master's degree program. There, he met Lerato, a South African lady, also a student. They met at a seminar in the campus. It was love at first sight, an instant, deep connection that both felt with a certainty they couldn't quite explain. Ade admired Lerato's intellect and her warm, inviting smile, while Lerato was drawn to Ade's charisma and the passion that emanated from him. Their love story blossomed on campus grounds, amidst late-night study sessions, cultural festivals, and quiet moments beneath the sprawling university trees. They supported each other through academic challenges and celebrated each other's successes, growing closer with each passing day. Eventually, Ade expressed his desire to meet Lerato's family. Lerato, excited to introduce her new love to her parents, arranged a visit to her home. One evening, they made their way to Lerato's house. Lerato's home was warm and inviting, reflecting the vibrant spirit of its inhabitants. However, the welcome Ade had hoped for was not forthcoming. Lerato's parents, particularly her father, were initially polite but visibly uncomfortable. As the hours passed, tensions grew more palpable. Ade could sense the disapproval simmering beneath the surface, particularly from Lerato's father, who seemed to scrutinize every aspect of their interaction. "Ade," Mr. Mthembu began, "I appreciate your interest in my daughter and your efforts to visit us. However, I must be honest. I am not comfortable with Lerato seeing someone from another country, especially given our different backgrounds and traditions. Our family values are our heritage, and it's important to me that Lerato marries someone who shares and understands our cultural context." Ade felt a wave of disappointment. He respected Mr. Mthembu's concerns, but was hurt by the outright rejection based on his nationality. He understood their reaction. He tried to explain how much he cared for Lerato and shared his sincere intentions. "Mr. Mthembu, I understand your concerns and deeply respect your family's values. Lerato and I share a genuine connection, and I believe that love and mutual respect can bridge our cultural differences. I truly care for your daughter and am willing to learn and embrace your traditions." Despite Ade's heartfelt words, Mr. Mthembu remained unyielding. "Stop seeing my daughter and get out," he ordered. Feeling disheartened and humiliated, Ade left Lerato's home. Lerato eventually confronted her parents, expressing how deeply she felt for Ade and her belief in their relationship. Ade later returned to Nigeria after completing his one-year program. Lerato became a shadow of herself. The campus, once filled with laughter, shared study sessions, and dreams of a future together, became a landscape of memories and unfulfilled promises. Her friends noticed the stark change in her demeanor. The once lively and spirited Lerato now moved through her days with a heavy heart. She threw herself into her studies, trying to find solace in academic achievement. But even the highest grades couldn't fill the void left by Ade's departure. Their communication, though consistent through calls and messages, couldn't substitute the tangible presence they once shared. Despite her brave front, Lerato's sadness was evident. She missed her confidant, her partner, the person who understood her on a profound level. The campus, once a place of blossoming love and shared dreams, now felt empty and cold. Her parents noticed her unhappiness, particularly her mother, who had always been more empathetic toward Lerato's feelings. Mrs. Mthembu tried talking to Mr. Mthembu several times, urging him to reconsider his stance, but he remained stubborn, clinging to his ideals and what he believed was best for his daughter. One evening, Mrs. Mthembu sat next to her daughter. "Lerato, my dear, I can see how much you're hurting. I miss your smile, your laughter. This isn't you." Tears welled up in Lerato's eyes. "Mama, I love Ade. I've tried to move on, but I can't. He's part of me." Her mother wrapped her arms around her, feeling her pain. "I know, my child. Love like yours doesn't just go away. I will talk to your father again. We can't let this continue." Meanwhile, Ade was struggling in Nigeria, too. Though he had returned home, his heart remained in South Africa with Lerato. They maintained regular communication, but the physical distance was a constant strain. Eventually, Mr. Mthembu gave in and permitted the union. The wedding ceremony in South Africa was a harmonious blend of both traditions. The Methodist rites were beautifully interwoven with Yoruba customs, symbolizing not just the union of two individuals, but the merging of two rich cultures. Ade and Lerato exchanged vows, their voices steady and full of hope, pledging to support each other through all that life would bring.